Hey you guys, so this is my first video. I've been doing a little bit of makeup things on Facebook. I've been doing a little bit of freelancing lately. I've been doing a few like live videos on Facebook and stuff like that. And I really appreciate everyone who has supported me this far. I have been wanting to make a YouTube channel for a while. I watch a lot of people on YouTube and I sometimes get into like a serious rabbit hole watching YouTube makeup videos. But I've been wanting to do it for a while. My husband's been really pushing me to do it. I've had other people tell me to do it, and so here I am. You probably are watching this because you saw the link I posted on my Facebook page, but on the off chance that some random stranger thinks I'm interesting enough to watch, my name is Dani. I really like makeup. I like doing it on myself. I like doing it on other people. I have been doing it for a while now, and so I decided, why not do a YouTube channel? Because it's something I could have fun with. It's a place I could post my videos, and it's a place where I could post things that other people can use if they're just learning or just want to learn how to do some other stuff. So the video I'm going to be doing today is on this look. It started out kind of basic and got a little bit dark as I went on, but it's still something that I would feel comfortable like wearing during the day. It's not too crazy. It's not too dark. So I would feel comfortable wearing this like during the day, even to work. It's just a very basic kind of neutral, kind of smoky eye type look. Today I'm just going to be going over like this whole look. I will do other videos specifically on eyeshadow, eyeliner, eyebrows, contouring and highlighting, face stuff. I've had a lot of requests for a lot of different videos, so I have kind of a list of things I want to make, but today I wanted to just start with just kind of a look that I would do every day and go from there. So I appreciate you guys watching, and let's get into it. So I just got out of the shower. I already washed my face in the shower. As far as skincare, I use the Clinique 3-step system, and I have been using this skincare since I was like just a wee little tot, like as long as I can remember. My mom always used it, and so I used it, and I love it, and I have not strayed. So I already washed my face with the cleansing gel. The next thing I'm going to do is use the clarifying lotion. This is like, ooh, really almost empty. But I just put that on like a little cotton ball and rub that all over my face, and what it does is it helps to just kind of tone everything and make for a really nice, clean, even surface. It's so sunny outside today. I wonder if it's hot. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have not been outside today at all, and it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm productive, really. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna use is the step 3 in the like 3-step process in Clinique, and you know what, I'm gonna put my hair back so I don't have to keep pushing it back out of my face. When I put a headband on, I look like a 6-year-old. So I use the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. I use the gel because I tend to have oilier skin, and I was using the moisturizing lotion, and I was just finding that as the day went on, my skin was getting kind of greasy, and so I went to Clinique, and they were like, oh, you need to try the gel because it is water-based, and so it's better for oilier skin. And then for my eyes, what I've been using lately, I did not know how to pronounce this till I put a live video, and somebody told me how to pronounce it. It is Caudalie. That's probably still wrong, but it's this. And it is the Glow Activating Anti-Wrinkle Serum. I got this as a sample in a Sephora Play box, which if you don't do, you should do it because it's amazing. And it says to use it all over your face, but since it's such a little thing, I really just use it around my eyes. But I really have been liking it. I've really noticed a difference in the like elasticity of my skin around my eyes, and they just look brighter, and I don't have such dramatic under eye circles, and it is really great. Let me know what you guys use for skincare, or for like an eye cream, because your girl is getting old. I'm 25 now. That's old. So, getting wrinkles and stuff. So, if you have anything that can help me, just let me know. I did a look on my Facebook page not too long ago. that was like a 5-minute face, which is what I've been doing the past couple days for work because I was not ready to start waking up early. Like, I wasn't. I kept telling myself, school's about to start, school's about to start. I'm a 2nd grade teacher. You need to start going to bed earlier. You need to start waking up earlier. And like, did I listen to me? No, because I never listened to good advice, basically. So I've been so tired when I wake up that I haven't really been doing much, but this look that I'm going to do today is just kind of like my everyday look when I'm not tired. The primer I'm going to be using today is the Benefit Professional. I like this primer because you can practically walk into my pores. Like, they're big. This primer really helps to smooth out my pores, and when I put it on my face, I really focus on like my T-zone mainly, and then I just kind of smooth it out from there. The thing I like about this primer, it is a silicone-based primer, so it really, really is good at filling in all of your pores, and it will give you kind of a flawless, smooth look when you put your foundation on. So now that that is done, I'm going to be using the Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation. This is my favorite foundation. Like, I love it. I used to use the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. I did really like that also, but I was finding that it was really, really sinking into my laugh lines right here and really, really sinking into the wrinkles on my forehead, and I have not had that problem at all with the Studio Skin. So that's what I've been using. It's a kind of matte finish, oil-free foundation. It works really well for me because I do tend to have oilier skin. So I'm just going to take this little foundation brush. Oh my goodness, it's got a dog hair on it. Story of my life. And I'm just going to buff that all over my skin. If you have been watching my videos on Facebook at all, you know that my puppy ate my beauty blender. So I went without a beauty blender. I usually apply foundation with a beauty blender. Sometimes I use a brush first, but once I get a new beauty sponge, I am going to do a video dedicated just to face makeup. So I'll put that up eventually and show you kind of my exact routine that I like to do when I have all the products that I would need to have. I always really make sure to blend it down my neck so that there's not like a harsh line around my jaw or anything. When I very, very first started wearing makeup, I would always wear makeup that was way too orange for me. I would always wear makeup that was too dark for me. And there was always, I look back on pictures and there's always like a harsh line right here, and I was like, girl, why did nobody ever teach you how to blend? So the concealer that I use for under my eyes is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I'm going to be using the brightener. I use that one under my eyes because I feel like it really just brightens up my face. I love, 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 love this concealer. I bought it one day because I was out of Shape Tape, and somebody was like, I saw like on a YouTube video or something, that I should try Shape Tape. Or not that I should try Shape Tape, that I should try this Age Rewind concealer because it was kind of a good dupe for Shape Tape. And it is, oh my goodness, it is like so good. I'm a big fan. So other than under my eyes, I also will do like a line of concealer down my nose, and then underneath where I would do my contour to kind of help cut that out, and then also on my forehead just to kind of brighten my whole face up. This is where I would use a beauty blender. Instead of beauty blender, I'm just going to use my same foundation brush, kind of buff everything out, and then I'm going to just use my finger because blending with your finger is really easy and it works. So now that that concealer is blended in, I am going to set it. I am going to use the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. So I am going to take just a fluffy brush, and I'm going to start under my eyes and just kind of pack some product underneath my eyes to kind of bake. I'm also going to pack a little extra powder on my smile lines because I got wrinkles, and it'll help to keep that from creasing. It'll really help to kind of fill in that crease. So while that powder is setting in my face, I know I look crazy right now, but while that powder is setting in my face, I'm going to do my brows. I've been using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I'm using the color Taupe. So for my brows, I am just going to trace underneath the shape of my natural brow. If I'm doing like a daily look, like a natural look, I don't trace out the top part of my brow. What I'll do is I'll just fill in, or I'll just trace out the bottom part and then kind of just feather it out towards the top. so that way it doesn't look too crazy dramatic. So I'm going to start like a little bit back from the start of my brow and just fill everything in. At the front of my brow, I'm just going to take my pencil and do little like upwards kind of hair-like strokes. So that way there is a little color there, but it's not like crazy filled in. And then I'm just going to take the spoolie end of this and just brush everything together, making sure to really blend at the front of my brow so everything looks nice and natural, because that's what we're going for. Now that brows are done, I am going to wipe that excess powder off my face and then just kind of go over the rest of my face with the brush, and using that excess that's left to just kind of set the rest of my face so that it's not sticky and tacky, and so that the products that I put on top of it aren't going to stick and they're going to blend out well. So the next thing that I'm going to do, now that I wiped all that baking off my face, I'm going to do my blush. The blush that I've been using is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. This is like a little sample size. This is what the actual one, the size of it. This color is Party, so I'm just going to take my blush brush and I'm going to start on the apples of my cheeks and just kind of push back towards my hairline. My mom, she always used to do her blush, and she used like, I think it was Clinique or maybe Lancome or some, you know, Dillard's brand. And it always came with this little brush that was like this. And she would always take that brush and just like swirl it in and then just do a straight line back her face. And I was always like, girl, like, you need to blend that blush. And she'd be like, Danielle Lee, this is how I've always done it. And you know. So now that I've done my blush, I'm going to do my contour. I use the Benefit Hoola bronzer. This is like my go-to bronzer. It looks good on any skin tone. I use this bronzer on clients because it works with any skin tone, literally. Again, this is just a sample size. Like, this Tarte one I got as a birthday gift, so I don't just buy all sample size. So the first place I'm going to contour is right here underneath my cheekbone. I usually start right about at the top of my ear and go down towards the corner of my mouth. And I usually stop my contour about even with the end of my eye, so that way it's just putting a little dimension in your face. It's going to give that illusion of being kind of sunk in so that your face looks skinnier, which is, you know, we all want to be skinny. So it'll give you that nice little illusion that your face is very slim and that your cheekbones are really high. And the next place I'm going to contour is right underneath my jaw. It really helps to carve out that jawline and bring a lot of dimension like to your face. And then I also contour around the top of my forehead because your girl has got a 6 head. Like, it's not even a 5 head, it's a 6 head. I have such a big forehead, so I always make sure to contour at the top of my forehead so that it gives it a little bit of illusion of being a little more shadowy up top and isn't crazy. So for eyes, I am going to be using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance 24-Hour Eye Primer. It is this. I really like this a lot. It's got a hole in the side because Luna bit it. Puppy probs. This is going to really help keep your eyeshadow from creasing and make it really last a long time. So I just take a little bit of that and I just do it on my fingers and I blend it out over my eyelids. Make sure I'm going all the way up to my brow bone or to my eyebrows, and really making sure everything is nice and smooth. It gives you just kind of a base color so that your eyeshadow will really pop and it really stands out, and it just kind of neutralizes the color of your eyelids. So I'm going to let that dry down just a little bit. The palettes that I'm going to be using today are the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love this palette. And then the other palette that I'm going to be using is the Jaclyn Hill palette. This is the love of my life. Jaclyn Hill was a lot of the reason why I even wanted to start a YouTube channel. I love her, and she did so good with this palette. Like, look at the shades in this, you guys. It is beautiful. I mean, it has 35 shades. I think this was 38 bucks. I might be off by like a couple dollars on that, but these are amazing. I cannot say enough good things about this palette, and the shades are just so like versatile. There's so many different ones. There's cool shades, there's warm shades. It's just beautiful. So the first thing that I'm going to do is take this shade right here. The only complaint I have about this palette is that there aren't shade labels on these shades. But I'm just going to take this shade right here. It's just this kind of tan shade. I'm going to use that as my transition color. If you do a nice transition color in your crease, then it's going to really help everything blend together once you start putting darker colors on. It's not going to be harsh, and it also kind of smooths out that shadow primer so that you can blend really, really well. And now that I've done that transition color, why is that so hard for me to say right now? Transition shade. I am going to go in with this kind of mustard yellowy color right here, and I'm going to do it just under my crease. So now that I've done that mustard color all over my lids, I'm going to take this kind of a little bit darker brown color on that same little fluffy brush and push that into my crease. And what that does is just kind of gives you dimension to your eyes. When you do it darker, it's just going to give you a little bit of an illusion of having your eyes bigger. So now that I put those 3 colors down, I'm going to take this, it's just like a blending brush. It's a little dark because I did a crazy cut crease yesterday. It doesn't have any shadow on it. I just literally use it for blending. I don't ever really put any eyeshadow on it. Those colors are blended together. You can see I kind of still have the transition color up here. I have the kind of mustardy color here, and then that darker color in the crease. I'm going to go into the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to mix together a little bit of red ochre and Venetian red to put that kind of in my outer corner so I can do kind of like a burgundy type look. So I'm going to mix those 2 colors together, really just focus on the outer corner. I'm using just like a little pencil brush, and then just kind of pulling it into the crease just a little bit so that everything can, you guessed it, blend together. And the same thing on the other eye, just focusing on that outside crease and then pulling it, or outside corner, sorry, pulling it a little bit into the crease. And then I'm going to take that same blending brush and just blend it in and blend it all together so that it all is nice and seamless. You don't want any crazy lines. You don't want any crazy like contrast. I did those burgundy colors on the outer corner. I'm going to use this color Burnt Orange from the Modern Renaissance palette. Use that to kind of blend that out because I didn't mean for that to look so ridiculously dark. Okay, so as you can see, now it kind of is all blended together. It's got a lighter color on the center of the lids and up towards my brow bone, and it's kind of got the burgundy color in the outer corner and into the crease and underneath for that kind of smoky effect. Underneath my eye, I'm going to take this NYX Wonder Pencil. It's just kind of a tan color. And I'm going to put that right into my waterline to really make my eyes pop. And it'll also keep that smoked out part underneath from getting into my waterline and making my eyes look really small. Unless you're going for like a really dark smoky eye, you want to avoid darker colors right on your waterline because it'll just make your eyes look smaller. So by putting this tan kind of skin colored pencil in my waterline, it makes my eyes look bigger and really makes them pop. Now for the center of my lid, I'm going to add just a little bit of sparkle. I'm going to take the color Primavera from the Modern Renaissance palette. I am going to use this white brush. I think it's unique. Yeah, it's unique actually. I'm going to take Primavera and just push it right into the center of my eyelid just to give it a little pop and a little bit of shimmer because I gotta have shimmer on everything, honestly. And underneath my brow bone, I am going to use this color in the Jaclyn Hill palette. It's a nice kind of ivory shimmery color, and I'm gonna do that right under my eyebrow just to highlight the brow bone. And then I'm gonna also do it right in the inner corner of my eye. And for eyeliner, right now I'm going to be using the Maybelline Line Stiletto Liquid Liner, which I actually really like. I ran out of my regular liner, and I just kind of found this, and I was like, oh, I'll just use it, I'll make it work, but like, I like it a lot. So I'm just going to do top liner. I don't do black liner on the bottom because it makes my eyes look really teeny, and they're really teeny anyway. So I'm just going to draw a line with this right along my eyelid. Right along my upper lash line, and I don't take my eyeliner all the way to my inner corner because I just don't like the way it looks on me. So I just kind of stop right where my lashes stop and go all the way to the outside, and then I'm gonna do a little wing because you know your girl loves a wing. So I'm just gonna take that and just kind of flick it out at the end. Nothing too crazy. It took me a lot of practice to where I could get to the point where I could just kind of flick it out, and even then, sometimes I will spend like way too long on my liquid liner. And it's never perfect. Nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. That was Hannah Montana. If you didn't recognize that, we can't be friends. But everybody will make mistakes when they're doing makeup, even people who've been doing it for years. When I do clients' makeup, I make mistakes. Like, it happens. Mistakes happen. So, there are some days when I will do my wing liner and I will spend way too long with a Q-tip, like taking it off and redoing it because they're not looking the same, or because I can't get it right. See, like, I just did that one bigger than I did this one, so I'll go back to the other side and kind of even them out. Here we go. So that is my eyeliner. I just did a line and a little flick, little wing. And then for mascara, I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I love this mascara. It really makes my lashes look long and thick and dark. I do have eyelash extensions on right now, but so I have been putting mascara on them so that my natural lashes don't look too crazy, because my natural lashes are very light and very short. When I first, ooh girl, I just got that on my eyelid. When I first get my lashes done, I don't usually wear mascara just because they look fine. Okay, eyes are done. I still have a little darkness up there, whatever. I don't even care. So eyes are done. I am going to do my highlight now. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Sun Dipped. It has 4 shades. I took this one out and gave it to a friend of mine who had darker skin because I didn't really use it much. And I combined these shades Summer and Moonstone, and I just hit pan on this, which makes me very, very sad. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills A23 highlighting brush, and I'm just going to spray that with some setting powder, setting spray before I swirl it in there so that I really get a bright highlight. And I'm going to go just on my cheekbones and swirl that on there. And if you want, you can pull it up just a little bit towards your forehead to really make your face pop. If you bring it down too far, it'll bring out a lot of that texture, and that's not what we want. When I do other people's makeup, I'm like, okay, scale of 1 to 10, how glowy do you want to be? So I'm going to also just go down the bridge of my nose and hit that Cupid's bow because I have no lips, and it makes them look a little bigger. And that is all I do for highlight. For lips, I'm going to be using an Urban Decay lipstick in the shade Back Talk. It's just a very nudie pink color. This is my everyday lipstick. This and the Tarte the Tarte liquid lipstick in Birthday Suit, I really, really like also. Alright. And that is it, you guys. My final step, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It setting spray. I love this setting spray, and I really like the way, it's just a very fine mist, and I really like the way that it feels on my skin. It doesn't feel like your skin is getting really wet, but it still does a really good job of keeping your makeup really locked in. And we all know in this Texas heat, we need that. So, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you follow my Facebook page, Makeup by Dani, don't forget I have a giveaway going on right now for a makeup product that is one of my personal favorites. Go to my Facebook page, follow it if you don't already. The giveaway post is the pinned post at the top of the page. Read the instructions, figure out what you need to do. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you want to see other things, let me know what you want to see. If you have any tips, comments, questions, concerns, let me know. I'm going to be doing a lot of different stuff on this channel, so if you would, please like and subscribe. That feels so weird to say that, honestly, because I've been like watching so many people on YouTube, and now I'm finally doing it. So if you would, please like and subscribe. Tell me what you liked about this video. Tell me what you didn't like about this video. I will link all the products that I used in the description down below. And that's about it. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my Saturday. I hope you guys do the same. And thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.